This is the back stitch, or another name for it is outline stitch. I've done a row right here to show you what it's going to look like when you're all done. It's a nice even stitch, and you're going to go down and take your first little stitch, then you're going to come up ahead, a stitch length ahead. I'm working from right to left, and you're going to go right down into that same hole. Now I have a knot underneath there, and sometimes you have to kind of move that knot out of the way. There you go. Now from here on out should be good smooth sailing. I'm doing this stitch right now using a stab stitch technique, which means that you're going to go down and then back up, and you're going to pull your thread between each of those steps. So you can see I'm pulling my thread down, and then I come back up and I pull the thread up. This stitch can also be worked using a sew stitch method. And you can see that you can curve this stitch nice. And I'll show you the sew stitch here in just a second. So what you really want to achieve when you're doing this stitch is to make sure that you're going to go down in that very same hole right here. And so you go down in that same hole, come up ahead, and try and get your stitches nice and even. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to sew stitch this. So instead of going down and pulling your thread, you're just going to come up and advance down your line of stitching, and you're going to use a sewing method, which means you go down and back up in the same motion. This makes the stitch much speedier to do, much faster. But sometimes, depending on the thread and the fabric, stab stitching gives you a better result. But usually you can do a combination of both on this stitch if you'd like. So this is called backstitch or outline stitch. My hand's a little bit in the way there. When you want to end this stitch, you're just going to go down right there in that last hole and pull it and tie it off in the back. Backstitch or outline stitch.